And I know these are beard trimmers. Okay, I know that. I went to cosmetology school and I got licensed, so. But this is all I have. And the last time I asked someone to cut my hair, it was not even. So this thing makes it as bald as you can get without shaving it. So beard trimmers it is. Hopefully they don't die, because I don't know the last time my husband charged them. Well, can't really go back now. I mean, I did rock a mohawk for a long time, but at my age, I'm like, I'm not that cool anymore, and I don't want to be. So, I mean, I committed. Let's just finish. Let's finish it. So it's done. I feel better, but I feel ugh at the same time. I mean, it's fine. I feel like when I don't have hair, I have to wear more makeup. But that's it. That's the struggle. And this is the reality of it.
Точно.
Потом будет поздно.
Поздно.
Может и ты?
Нет. Вот так. Потрогай, они такие прикольные.
Подумай хорошенько.
Нет.
Красоту ее ничем не испортит.
Толик. Здравствуйте, я Толик. Ну, тебе идет, кстати.
Секси, да?
Нет, тебе реально идет. Теперь меня в столярке будут говорить: эй, Толик, подай рашпиль.
Когда ты?
Никогда не стриг девушку на лысо, а еще жену.
Что вы скажете по этому поводу? Я не знаю, я не вижу. Но холодно уже. Там вроде бы, я слышала, все начиналось с кончиков. Вроде бы когда. Не, ну... Это лучший вариант. Кардинальный, но лучший. Талантливый человек, талантливый сын.
I'm sorry to anyone that's had to see me in public without a wig on recently. Growth seems to be growthing, and pretty fast too. So come shave my head with me. For those of you who are new here and are wondering why the hell is she shaving her head? As much as it doesn't look like it at the moment, your girl's got alopecia. And it actually wasn't that long ago that I had a whole band around the bottom of my head. I had thinning and hair loss. I was nearly 100% sure that that was going to turn me completely bald. But as you can see, in true alopecian fashion, it hasn't. Decided to do a 180, give me some unexpected growth. Maybe it's an early Christmas present, I don't know. But the point is, I don't keep my hair. No matter what growth I get back, no matter how promising it looks, it will not stay that way. For us alopecians, all it takes sometimes is to get cold, or to be stressed, or to be tired, and we can start losing hair all over again. I spoke about this last time. Even though there is hair on my head, I have not got hair on one armpit. I've also discovered that it's gone back onto my legs too, which is great, but it's winter. Not like I'm getting my legs out in winter, is it? I'm in pits. But I did feel like I needed to do another video because I have been getting a lot of comments recently about why do you shave your head? Why do you not grow your hair back? I get they're all innocent and they're not malicious at all. They're definitely not intended to upset anyone. Sometimes I just think it's exhausting explaining myself over and over again. Sometimes I just wish my hair would just bloody fall out because it generally gives me anxiety. So I just find with shaving all of it off, it takes that anxiety away and I don't have to fight my alopecia. Just let it do what it wants. I'll rock being blonde.
Shaved all my hair off, obviously. It's cold. I have to shave it nearly every day to keep it this length because hair grows really fast. There's a shock. And for some reason, it's given me the magical powers of being motivated. I shaved it off a week ago. In that week, I've lost 7 pounds. I've more or less stayed on top of household duties. I have been motivated enough to do things like exercise, eat right, stay on top of the laundry, which is a big one for me. So I'm not saying that it necessarily does give you magical powers, but there's a correlation between me shaving my hair off and then all of a sudden becoming like this better version of me. So there's that.
You said you wanted to. Yeah. That's nuts. Yeah, I'll make it. Yeah.